Hi, and welcome to the NewsGuard Academy. In today's video, we're going to dive into what we've been seeing all over social media: fake images and documents purportedly released by the US government as part of the Jeffrey Epstein files. In late 2025 and early 2026, the Department of Justice released millions of files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein, who died while facing federal charges of sex trafficking minors, has been emblematic of the intersection between power, corruption, and sexual crimes. That makes perfect fodder for bad actors looking to spread false claims tying prominent politicians to Epstein and his crimes. While Epstein did have ties to powerful figures, some of whom are pictured with Epstein in their released documents, many fake AI images are circulating online to show Epstein with prominent politicians. Today, we'll show some examples of fake images that have gained millions of views. We'll show how AI tools can produce these photos in seconds and how you can make sure you're not fooled by these images. To give an example, soon after the Department of Justice released millions of files related to Jeffrey Epstein in 2026, these three images, which purport to show New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani as a child with Epstein and other prominent figures, began to garner millions of views on social media. However, each of these photos is AI generated. One way we were able to determine that these images are AI generated is by uploading them into Google Gemini, which is Google's AI chatbot. Gemini boasts that it is able to detect images created by its own image generation model. And here we can see that it says it was created with artificial intelligence, and it knows that because it has a synth ID, which is a digital watermark that Google embeds in all of its AI-generated images. In this case, we got somewhat lucky, because images created with other AI models are not able to be detected as easily. NewsGuard also found examples of doctored versions of emails purportedly in the Epstein files. As an example, this is an email that spread widely on social media, supposedly showing Nikki Haley, the former South Carolina governor, emailing Jeffrey Epstein about arranging a flight for her. However, at NewsGuard, we were able to assess that this is a fake document. One way we determine that is by looking up this date, January 7th, 2014. That day was a Tuesday, not a Saturday, as shown in this document. That indicates that this document is doctored, likely with Photoshop. To demonstrate just how simple it is to create these AI images, let's look at X's AI tool, Grok. We're going to ask the tool to create an image showing Jeffrey Epstein with Elon Musk surrounded by young girls. In a matter of a few seconds, the tool produces just that. NewsGuard released a report that found that both X's Grok and Google's Gemini are able to produce convincing deepfakes of politicians with Epstein. Here's an example that NewsGuard generated showing Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein and a group of young girls. And here are two photos, one created by Grok and one created by Google's Gemini, showing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu with Epstein and young girls. While these photos don't seem as incriminating as other AI photos that place politicians with Epstein in very compromising positions with young girls, these photos can still be dangerous because they purport to show Netanyahu and Epstein at social functions together, which wasn't something that was found in the Epstein files. By seeing how simple it is to generate fake images in seconds with free AI tools, we hope you come away with a healthier sense of skepticism and a clear idea of how to protect yourself from these fakes. Before sharing images purporting to be from the Epstein files, pause and look for confirmation from reliable news outlets or official government sources. For example, if a photo surfaced claiming to show New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani in the Epstein files, it would almost certainly be covered by all major news organizations. A quick Google search for Zohran Mamdani and Epstein's name together shows that this actually was an AI-generated fake. You can also protect yourself by tracing claims back to the original source. Many viral posts rely on screenshots or anonymous accounts instead of linking directly to the DOJ releases. If a post doesn't tell you where information came from, or only points back to another social media account, that's a major red flag. In the case of the Zoran Mondami photo, we can see that it has a small DFF watermark on it. That traces back to this social media account called DFF. We can see that in the bio it says that it's a parody account and that they expose people via high-quality AI videos and memes. Whenever possible, follow the trail to primary documents or trusted reporting. If you can't find a clear, credible source, it's best to assume that a claim may be misleading or false. Thank you for watching the NewsGuard Academy, a video series about practical tips to spot falsehoods and verify information on your social media and newsfeed. I'm Sophia Rubinson, an editor of NewsGuard's Reality Check newsletter. To learn more about how you can verify information on your social media feed, be sure to subscribe to NewsGuard's Reality Check newsletter at newsguardrealitycheck.com. See you in the next video.